Serving as chief, this is Simphiwe Rascal Ngwenya, secretary of the unit committee at Mankayane Government Hospital. Like you can see, patients are scattered all over since morning. There's never been any activity that took place in the day. The reason being, there was a resolution. There's actually an ongoing discussion with a big resolution that is from the nurses, the support staff, and the allied workers in this institution or facility of us, that they're not going to be working up until the contract nurses remain out. The problems that the nurses are having together with the support staff, or should I say everybody that is inside there, is that they are overstretched. Actually, the issue of being overstretched has always been there even before the contract nurses were there. But the contract nurses made it a little bit easier. The work was flowing, but not to say it was enough. So can you imagine that now it becomes even more troublesome? It's now worse that they are not there. There are departments that were opened with belief that we are going to be having these nurses continuously. I'll make an example of this entrance. There is a department to the entrance called the screening department. It was opened because there were these contract nurses. This made the work to be so workable. It made the environment to be conducive for the workers inside there. There is also a department that was opened next to maternity, which is the neonate department. Still, we were using these nurses that I had to call them contracted nurses because they are just fully fledged nurses, but then they were employed, unfortunately, on those contract basis. They were there, and there was even a department by psych that was opened. I know some of these departments were meant to be opened. They were in a pipeline, but due to the fact that we had an increase in the number of nurses with the collaboration of those nurses that are meant to be contracted today, it was easy to work. But right now that they're not there, it is so tough. It's not workable. We tried to work, but then the resolution was it could not bear any fruit. The conditions were very tough when they were there. Right now that they're not there, it even makes it to be so hard. It's not workable. You can try, you can overstretch. At the end, there's this what we call a mental damage. There's mental exhaustion that comes as a result of this overstretching that we've been trying to do. And what is so pitiful is that this has not been a new issue. We want to believe that our leaders, who happens to be government, they must have seen some time ago that contracts were about to expire and try to do anything possible to ensure that they renew them so that the work and the fluidity of the work continues. But right now, it is so impossible to work. So right now, as we speak, there are no nurses inside there. Nurses have all converged to where I will not going to say where, but they're having their meetings and deliberations. And it's not only nurses, it's